All right, my people. Good morning. Happy Friday. This is Mr. Cage. This video is Get It Funded 2025 Access Granted. We decided to do another video because in the past couple of days, we've been getting a insurmountable amount of interest in the grant writing class that's taking place December the 2nd to March the 3rd. That's December the 2nd, 2024 to March the, let me see, yep, the 3rd, 2025. I got my other computer to my left, which may be your right. I'll be reading from that screen, and I'll also be reading from information that I have on my phone about the details of the program. If you watched the first video, I went into the reason why we started or wanted to do this class. I'm gonna go over that again briefly because some of you all may not have watched it. There was also 3 tiers that we introduced to our audience. Those tiers are no more. Those tiers have changed. It's only one tier. It's only one price associated with this grant writing class, Get It Funded 2025 Access Granted. I'll tell you the reason why we went that direction in a second. But once again, I'm going to go through the reason why. Then we'll touch on the different components of the class. We'll go into a little bit of detail of what the class will look like. Then we'll go into the pricing and the cancellation refund policy that we put in place. There's much more details. Please, 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 please watch this video from the beginning to the end because I cannot get on the Zoom with everybody at this time with the time frame being what it is, and I cannot call everybody because that's a lot of energy that I would invest. Coordinate with people's schedule is not realistic. Realtalk.com. Let's go. I'm gonna try to make this video between 10 and 15 minutes. So I may talk a little quickly. I'm gonna talk as clearly as possible and articulate. But if you got any questions, put it in the comment section of this video on our YouTube page, Mr. Cage's Thought of the Day. Let's go. Reason, purpose. I don't want to go into my teacher mode, but I'm gonna try to stay as concise and precise as possible. The reason why we decided to go and open up this class is because I had an individual come to me asking me for help. I didn't know what type of help that person needed. And when I met with that person twice, I discovered what exactly that they needed from me. I shared with the individual that I needed a couple of months to get some other proposals out, get some facilitations completed that we do in middle schools and high schools with the youth. I need to get things off of my plate to have clarity to see exactly what I could do to help this individual. As I thought and pondered, I always try to be strategic. I don't have a lot of time as far as with my life and the purpose that I've been given, and I don't like to waste people's times. I don't like my time to be wasted. This is why sometimes you'll see me move strategic, sometimes slow, because I'm really pondering and considering why I'm doing what I'm doing, who is it going to be for the service, and what's going to be the outcome, which brought me to want to open it up to more people because I had just more than one person ask me to help. This person in particular, like put pressure on me, like, bruh, I need your help. I decided to open it up to various individuals that I have been in conversation with about the grant writing application process. Now, I have contacted some of them via phone, but once I put it out on Facebook, it imploded a bit because I am going to be off of Facebook for the remainder of the year, starting November the 30th, because my focus is to really stay concentrated on refining the grant application that my agency put in this year and also for my church. But I wanted to be able to service everybody in one setting at one time in a virtual classroom setting. We can learn together, grow together, build together, and write together. And I can revise what you send to me each week or every other week. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and open it up, because I want to open it up to the community, not just one or two individuals. So it's going to help us all with whatever we aspire, or inspire to do going into 2025 and beyond. That's the story. I'm sticking to it because that's what it is. Let's go into the details of this whole program itself, this whole class. It's a lot of details. Make sure you take notes. I'm going to speak quickly. I'm going to speak swiftly, but I'm going to speak as clearly as possible. Let's go. Our upcoming grant writing class titled Get It Funded, Access Granted. Get It Funded 2025, Access Granted. It will take place December the 2nd, 2024 to March the 3rd, 2025. That's going to be pushed back a couple of weeks as far as the completion of the class because of the holidays and other unforeseen circumstances. I'm really pushing it back 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks max, because of the holidays. You got Christmas coming up, you got New Year's Eve coming up, you got New Year's Day. We'll complete sometime around March. Sometime around March. So keep that in mind. The goal is for us to meet every Monday via Zoom from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time. That's every Monday via Zoom, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time. Once you register, once you pay, you will begin to get the Zoom link. That Zoom link will remain the same. It will remain the same. Every class will be recorded. Every class will be downloaded to our back office on YouTube. Every class will be sent to everybody. Every class will be sent to you. As long as you are registered, you either partially paid or paid in full, you will continue to receive the videos that we have and other information. I don't recommend that you only rely on receiving the recordings. I recommend that you make time to be there, because there's nothing like being there. If you give me a ticket to a Lakers game, I'm going to that Lakers game. I want to see it on TV. It's something different when you in the environment, when you in the atmosphere, whether it be physically or whether it be virtually. It's things that's said in that moment that's going to be necessary for our growth and development, for our success in getting these grant applications completed in the most excellent way. I highly, highly recommend that. Every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, from what is it? December the 2nd, 2024 to March 3rd, 2025. We'll touch on these. This is just the minimum that we're going to touch on. These are the following topics. Reason for proposal rejections, which I've done a couple of videos. I've done about at least 2 or 3 videos highlight some of these topics. I'll reteach them. We'll revisit them because other stuff will pop up. Effective grant writing tips. Fundamentals of proposal writing. Common issues encountered in the application. The 5 essential components of a proposal. Types of foundations, budgeting strategies, and my baby, business and program design and development. That is my specialty. This is what I live, eat, breathe, and sleep. I'm excited for that portion. Additionally, we'll engage in hands-on writing, working together step by step. The goal is to break up to 2 hours. The first hour is more conceptual ideas. For example, grant writing tips. For example, reasons for proposal rejections. Then we'll go into the application. I'll have an example of a application that we applied for. I'm going to refine it in front of your eyes. And I'm going to give you some questions. I'm going to give you some questions, what we call in the education circles prompts, for you to respond to, for you to write to. Give you a week, you submit your homework or assignment, I'll go through it and look at everything, then we'll come back the next week and we'll continue to build. So concepts, ideas, tips, tricks, list, to-dos, do's, don't do's, first half, second half, application. This course is going to be conducted through Google Classroom, and participants can expect assignments as a part of the learning experience. We'll set up a classroom specifically using Google Classroom. Once you register, once you pay in full, once you partially pay, you'll get all that information to access the Google Classroom. I'm going to download some resources in there too that's going to be accessible to you, as long as you're making sure that you're paying on time and that you pay in full. Yep, that's it. That's it for that portion. We're going to go into the new price. Once again, the pricing structure that we had in place was 3 tiers. It was 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000. However, when I saw the demand that was there, I decided to even make it more affordable to us, out of consideration of Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. There's a lot that goes on. We may travel, we may be bringing family in, we may be buying Christmas presents. It's a whole bunch of things that we may be doing. I wanted to accommodate that with the first tier, but then when I saw the demand, I want to make it even more affordable for us. I was going to say appealing, but same thing. But anything that I do is never trying to persuade or convince people. It's just this what it is. This what we doing. Hey, this the investment. That's just what it is. All right. So you never got to be concerned about no funny business with me. This is 3 months, 12 sessions in total. 600 for the entire course. 600 for the entire course. That comes out to, I apologize, backtrack, 620 for the entire course, which is a little bit over 50 bucks per session. Hey, that's good, because I'll tell you that the type of work that I do, it's not even measurable in terms of dollars per hour. However, sometimes when I'm working, and I'm not saying this to brag, I'm saying this because of just trying to help us understand that I want to add value, support value, create value for you, but I can't do a discredit to the organization and to my profession. If I'm doing work, it's at least, let's round it up to like 200 an hour. I'm gonna say that much. So 50 an hour for 2 hours. Hey, that's like 25 bucks an hour. Just FYI, just letting you know. Not trying to brag. I'm just giving you insight on the sacrifice that we will make to help us get in a position to tap into this funding. I'm gonna talk about strategy on one of these sessions to tell you what I'm seeing. You could do a full payment up front, which is 620. If you do a full payment, we're gonna offer a discount. It's gonna be 570. Or you can do 2 installments. Your first payment will be 310. Your second payment could be 310. Your first payment of 310 is at enrollment. The second payment, 310, is at the midpoint of the course, which is 6 weeks. Or you can do 3 payments. You can do the first payment, which is 206.67 at enrollment. You can do a second payment at week 4, which is 206.67, which is $206.67. Or you can do a third payment, and you can do a third payment at week 8. That third payment is 206.67, $206.67. You can do a full payment up front. That will give you a discounted rate, which that 620 would turn into 570. You can do 2 installment payments again, $310 at enrollment, and then $310 at the midpoint, which is week 6. Or again, you can do 3 payments. 3 payments of $200.67 on your enrollment on week 4 and week 8. I'm looking down because I'm reading from my phone, y'all. Because for me to put this on the PowerPoint, it would be a lot. Payment methods. We accepted multiple payment methods such as Zelle, PayPal, Square, or Cash App. That's Zelle, PayPal, Square, or Cash App. So whatever payment option that you decide to go into, then we'll determine what the payment option is, which well, because it's a registration form that we'll be sending out, but I'll wait to put that information on that registration form, or I'll just get it from y'all, individually. But you got Zelle, you got PayPal, you got Square, you got Cash App. Whichever is most, excuse me, let me take a sip of water. This is me being a professional. Whichever is most comfortable and convenient for you. I want to lean y'all toward any type of way. I just want you all to have receipts when you make your payments. Whatever payment form that you decide to go to will identify which one we need to provide a receipt for, if we need to provide a receipt for any of those payment options. All right. Lastly, terms and conditions of cancellation policy. This portion is cancellation and refunds. Cancellation policy. Cancellation must be submitted in writing via email or letter. All refunds will be processed within 30 days of the cancellation notification. And let me see, hold on, because this is here we go. My apologies. Discard that cancellation portion. I'm gonna go into cancellation is more. This is the refund. So let's say this is the refund portion. So X out the cancellation portion of those two PowerPoints that I read and subtract those from your mind and add these two. This is the refund policy for the 12-week writing class. Withdrawal period. Participants can request a full refund within the first 2 weeks of the course if they feel as though the material haven't met your expectations. But you get in there, you get in there, you say, oh, hold on, this is not what I'm looking for. You can request a full refund within the first 2 weeks of the course. You feel as though the material does not meet your expectation. After this period, no refunds will be issued. How do you request a refund? What you want to do is submit it in writing via email or letter. Email is divorce, 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 THE, past, PAST @gmail.com. Moving forward. Partial refunds. For requests made between week 3 and 6, participants may be eligible for a 50% refund of the remaining course fees. Let's take out the word may and put participants are eligible, because when we talk about may, well, that can become risky business. That's not what we're doing, y'all. For requests made between weeks 3 and 6, participants are eligible for a 50% refund of the remaining course fees. No refunds will be issued after the 6th week of the course. Once again, to request a refund, participants must submit a written request via email detailing their reason for dissatisfaction. This helps us understand and improve future course offerings, because we don't only do courses in this aspect, we do courses abroad in the educational sphere. Course materials. Any course materials or resource provided should be retained or returned if applicable, as they may affect the refund amount in this situation, because it's just, I'm not petty. I love you. I want to see you progress, whether you go the full 12 or not. You can keep those resources. There's no way possible electronically that I'm going to come back, or that we're going to come back as Divine Works Education and Training as our organization. We're not going to try to come back and get those resources. We're just not going. It's not in our best interest as far as time. Feedback solicitation upon withdrawal. Participants are encouraged to provide feedback to help us, again, enhance the curriculum. So if you decide this is not for you, those different processes are in place. But the most important thing to me is if it's not for you, and we need the feedback. We need that feedback because feedback is the breakfast of champions. That was pretty quick, pretty precise, I would say. A little hiccup here and there, but it is what it is. I don't think I have anything else to discuss with y'all concerning the upcoming Get It Funded 2025 Access Granted class. And this is what I would say to you all. Watch the video from the beginning to the end. If you kind of went at the end and they had to come back, watch the whole thing. We only got like 1 week to go ahead and get this done. I'm going to put the registration form in the YouTube page with this video downloaded. You got questions. If you got questions and you don't want to put your questions in the comment section, text your questions to 773-599-1133. If you have questions, please text your questions to 773-599-1133. I will call you to answer your question. That is very, very important to me that your questions get answered. I try to, when I do programming and I do workshops or classes, my goal is to educate as clearly and as in depth as possible to minimize questions. Although questions may come up, we want to answer those questions. We're going to put this, it's going to be downloaded. It is downloaded. We're going to put it up for your viewing pleasure. Check it out as soon as you can. Get me those questions and feedback as soon as you can, because when November 30th take place, I'm not going to be on social media. My focus is going to be on administrative stuff, strategic planning, writing. I'm canceling out to focus on enhancing what we've already done this year for myself, our church, you, the community. Let's get it done. This is Mr. K signing out. Be great at what you do, but aim to be greater at who you are. Talk with you soon. Happy Friday. Enjoy your weekend.